on with another Draft Daily. I'm Alex Martini. And we're going to talk about some of the upsets of the NFL this week so far. First, and I think the biggest one, is the Bills upsetting the Green Bay Packers. Packers were not at Lambeau, but still, I think they should have had this game, as you've seen in my last video of the predictions. Aaron Rodgers did not look like himself. Eddie Lacy was banged up, but Eddie Lacy, he was running really well. I mean, you should have limited him because of his hip, but Aaron Rodgers, 2 picks, no touchdowns. Think about that one for a little bit. The next we're talking about Johnny Manziel gets his first start and shut out. A lot of people I'm talking to, they're saying Johnny Manziel, he's fake. He does not have it. This proves it. I think the Browns wanted to play it safe with him, but they didn't give him the chance to really succeed. They ran way too many play actions. I don't think that they're expecting that. They expect the rollouts, the read options, the deep passes. I think they should have let him play comfortably, and I just didn't think they gave him time. Next, we're talking about RG3 time? Question mark. I was given this question by someone, and I don't see why not RG3 time, but apparently there's something in the Redskins' head, the coach's head, the general manager's head, the president's head, there's something in their head that says it's not RG3 time. I think they're personally in denial. I don't understand, Colt McCoy gets hurt again, and yet they're still thinking if he can play, he's going to play against Philadelphia. I like to see how that one works out against a pretty good defense. Next, Bradley Fletcher. Honestly, the Eagles game, obviously disappointed. Did not go very well. It was a mess. Philadelphia had 21-0. They were down, came back. It was a good game. But the big story is Bradley Fletcher. He could not handle Dez Bryant. Tony Romo literally gave a thumbs up to Dez Bryant, basically saying, hey, I'm coming to you. Now, why Chip or the defense coordinator did not get that this and laughing at Dez Bryant doesn't mean they're going to go to the deep route. They already beat him on once that game. I don't know. But to me, that was the game play that changed that entire game. I don't know what was the whole deal was there. But, whatever. The next thing I talk about is it Mariota time in Philadelphia? I think they're kind of starting to realize that Mark Sanchez, I don't think they need to realize this. Mark Sanchez is not a franchise quarterback. He's a decent backup. They keep him for that, and that's about it. But Nick Foles already said that he will not be starting a Saturday against the Redskins. But I don't trust Nick Foles with the franchise. I think if they trade up, the Raiders they have a quarterback. If they trade up for that number 1 pick, if the Raiders have that number 1 pick, there's no reason why the Eagles shouldn't get that trade and get Mariota. Mariota he's run the offense. He knows Chip Kelly. They've been talking nonstop. Mariota's a Heisman winner. 52 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. I don't understand. I know there's breaks. People don't work out in the NFL. But this guy, you got to give him a chance. Nick Foles, he can't run. Mark Sanchez, people say he can run. I don't think he can run. But I think you have a guy who can truly run, like Marcus Mariota, and that's what you're going to get. The next thing I want to talk about is tonight's game, the Bears and Saints. This one should be a good one. We predicted the Bears. We're not really going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about, I went around to 2 different people, and we came up with what we call wacky predictions. Predictions that it's for entertainment. It's not for serious. It's just to have fun with it. The first one is Matt Forte will outrush Forsett what Forsett rushed against the Saints. If you guys know, Monday night Saints against the Ravens, Forsett went off, had a great game, rushed for a ton of yards. We're saying Matt Forte will rush for more yards than that. The next team. We think both teams are going to score at least 30 points. That's tough to just predict, but that's what we're thinking. And the last thing we're going to talk about there is no matter who, we can't say what team, but one team's going to have the ball with the game on the line, and their quarterback, Drew Brees, Jay Cutler, will throw a pick to lose the game. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Heisman Trophy. As you know, Marcus Mariota, Oregon, first Oregon player, first born person in Hawaii to ever win the Heisman Trophy, won by a landslide. He doubled Melvin Gordon, who placed second. And I think this is a fast pace to see what Mariota can do. This proves Mariota is the best college football player, and I think he's going to excel in the NFL. And that will do it here at Draft Daily. Have a good one.